Well, in lots of ways, it's very similar to the way we do the initial conversation practice on the first double page of each unit, in that there's a very clear outcome that we want the students to have. In this case, it's writing rather than a conversation. The writings we choose are very much, again, thinking about those social, professional, academic sources. So, some will be emails for both personal and work contexts. There are quite a few which are based on the kind of essays and tasks which are set in different exams, such as FCE or IELTS or those kind of things. And then what we're trying to do is to make it so that it's very usable in class, and that it's not just a heads down copying uninteractive type of lesson. There's quite a lot of speaking actually in the writing unit, and because we're trying to teach them a kind of skills approach known as process writing, where we're thinking about the kinds of skills that a typical good writer uses, such as brainstorming ideas before they start writing, planning and paragraphing, doing these kinds of things to help them be better writers. And those are often kind of worked into the units leading towards the final writing task, which are, can be done as a pair work often in class, or could be done at home. I think often what's missed is the kind of the particular kind of language which is often needed for particular types of writing. So on the one hand, we have certain kind of chunks which people often, you do see often in course books, helping students to write letters, for example. But I think also there are aspects of grammar which are often typical to particular types of writing. And we also have a feature called keywords, which is very much focusing on those kind of linking words, however, despite, moreover, or whatever, those kinds of words, which sometimes, often you just see them as a kind of list. They all almost appear as the same kind of words, which are interchangeable, whereas we all know that that's not the case. So we're very much actually trying to teach them how to use those words. And again, there's a certain amount of recycling both within the course book, but also over the series, where they build on their ability to use those kinds of words. Beyond the work that's done in the course book, and I should say that we've put the writing units at the back of the course book, because the reality is that not all students are actually interested in writing. They don't need it often. I think most students' principal interest is communication and speaking. But it's there. It's a flexible resource for teachers to use depending on their class, and they have a lot more writing support in the workbook. In every unit, there is a model of a particular type of writing, similar to the models that we have in the main course book, and exercises which go with that, and a task. So writing is a key part of the course.